Afternoon, guys. This is a super cool story of a Central Kentucky man who turned just a hobby of making miniature items into like a competitive sport. Bob Haven is with us. And Bob, I told you I'm shaking a little. I'm nervous handling these things. I have no idea how you do this. How did this get started?
I got started about 1981 or 82, working on a dollhouse for another volunteer at the Nashua Historical Society. And I helped her because she couldn't cut wood to save her life. So I took it to my dad's workshop and we made pilasters, and then I raided his stash of mahogany to make a miniature grandfather's clock, and went to the library, as you did back then,
Right.
and got books on furniture building that were measured drawings, and then just started building from there. As a matter of fact, the little desk you had, that was built in 1983.
Wow. And then over the years, what all have you built?
Oh Lord, I've got about 25 room boxes and or enclosures in the house. That built a lot of them up until 1994 or so, and then I had a hiatus, and then when I retired, I finally got back into it again.
And now you're winning ribbons for it, right?
Exactly.
Tell us about your best in show and first place.
Well, this one here is the little room box combination sidewalk of a French sidewalk flower shop. And actually the facade of the flower shop was built in the 80s, and it didn't go back onto the room that it was meant for, so I built another room around it.
Oh my goodness. How long does it take to put something like this together? Look at the detail here.
Well, this was probably a couple of months worth of work. Most of it is thinking it out ahead of time, figuring out how it's going to go together. And then the Wedgwood box has been in my head since the 80s, when I first picked up those little teeny Wedgwood vases on a trip to England at the Wedgwood store in Piccadilly Circus. And I've had them since then, and I always wanted to do a Wedgwood room. So I finally started collecting more pieces, and finally found threads that matched the Wedgwood blue to be able to stitch the rugs and the wall hangings, and then played with the floor to play with the veneer and coffee stirrers. That's what the floor is.
That floor is absolutely. Can you do that in my own house? I'm kidding.
You should see the throne room floor.
Well,
this was the practice.
We will have to check it out. How can folks see some of the work you've done? Do you do any classes or anything?
I don't do classes. I could, but I've also belonged to the Louisville Miniature Club, and we have a show coming up on October 9th in Louisville. There's information on our page and on my Facebook page as well, where these and many, many, many others will be on display, and we've got 17 vendors coming.
Beautiful work, and congratulations on the ribbon. You deserve it and more. I'm Deanne Stevens, out and about. Back to you.